everyone, welcome back to the winter series where I am now putting modifications onto my newly purchased H15R. So in my last video I installed the oil cooler and the hydraulic filter, and in this video I'm going to be installing the hydraulic thumb that I purchased on eBay. Now they claim that this is going to be a direct fit for this unit, so we're going to go ahead and put it to the test and see if this actually does fit. So what came with this unit is you got this, these pins here, these screws, rather bolts, but we're not going to use them because we're going to use Greasable bolts that we have. These have a Zerk on them, and then these take grease. So these should be grease. They shouldn't be dry like that. And there's no grease fitting here. This one has a grease fitting, so it doesn't need one of those. And we have the bolts came with it for that. So those came with it. And then it came with the different hydraulic lines. These go to my cushion valve, but these are the hydraulic lines that came with the unit. So we're going to go ahead and see if those fit and those work. We don't know because they sent a couple adapters here with it, and they're right here. And these adapters allegedly are going to fit right here. So here's how this unit is plumbed. So we're already plumbed for our auxiliary hydraulics right here. And these adapters then will theoretically fit here, and then they'll be threading on there. So that should work because the guy online that person had this machine said that Typhon hydraulic thumb fit directly. So we're going to find out right now if it does. So first thing we're going to need to do is take this thumb off, and that should be pretty straightforward. It's just on there with big giant bolts that have that attached, and then we're going to try to figure out how to put the other thumb on and do that. So I've got a big wrench right here. Just use it. So we should be able to just loosen these babies up. Oh boy. Man, they did not spare their, that baby was on there. Woo! They had an impact wrench going on that at the factory, I can tell you that. All right, that one was loose. Okay. So, some of these are a little bit looser than others, but yeah, not too bad. So anyways, that's that. We'll take this thumb off. We don't need to take this one off. There. Have to pound that out. But I want to show you something here. So, look at this. Okay, this machine, like a lot of these machines, they'll sit out in the weather because, you know, they go to auction, they sit there, and then they get purchased, and they sit in the yard. Look at the corrosion on this particular bolt right here. Now, this bolt didn't have to move. There was no, this piece, the manual thumb, didn't move. So this didn't have to have anything moving on it. But this is why these have to be greasable. Because the way they did this one on the thumb, they were non-greasable bolts. If you had it sitting out or it got wet, that was going to get corrosion in there. And then you're moving the thumb up and down, and that's just going to cause premature wear without grease on it. So I think that bolt kit I bought with the grease joints is almost mandatory to have. So right now, we're going to go ahead and remove the bolts on the thumb because we're not going to use these. And take these out. So that's off. And we're and we're going to put our other pins on there. So let me get the camera set up over here, and we'll see about putting this on here and see how it fits. So everything has to go through this L bracket here. So I'm pretty sure this L bracket is going to go like that. And that is the way it's going to go. It doesn't move, it's fixed. So we can go ahead and use the bolts that they gave me with it to fix this on here. Go. And then this piece here, obviously go here between this. So it's a little tight, but we can get that in there. And then the cylinder goes on here and attaches here. So first things first, we got to get this piece on, and it is going to be tight because this is bent a little bit, but I can get it. It's not that bad. It's just by a factor of, it's real close. I think I might be able to persuade it on a little bit. If I can just get it up here like that. There we go. Not a big deal. Okay, look at our pin. Greasable pins. These things are really nice, by the way. Okay, we don't have to tighten that for now. That takes care of that. Then you need to put this on. Grab our greasable pin. There we go. And I don't know which way these oil ports go. I guess I didn't really have to do that because I can spin it on the pistol itself. But okay, so the thumb is on. I haven't tightened any of these up yet, but the orientation is you want this grease fitting outside here, pointing out, because otherwise how would you grease it in here? So that's where that belongs. I decided to put all three of the bolts that I have here because I have them, so you may as well put them on. That holds that bracket in the middle nice and secure. Okay, let's turn our attention now to the hoses and the fittings that we have to work with. So this is what comes standard with your unit, and this is the adapter that you're given with the unit when you buy your thumb. So it's just pretty much a standard adapter. They give you two of these, and they also give you two of these hoses here for the thumb. So should be all we need to finish this this particular installation. So I'm going to go ahead. I've already loosened this, so I'm just going to take this off, and I'm going to show you what to do with this particular fitting here. So if in case you're getting one of these and you look at this and you're like, what the heck is that? This is, I have no idea what the technical name of it is. I'm calling it a knockout fitting. But basically, it looks like there is an O-ring on the end of it That kind of throws you off a little bit because you're thinking, why would it need an O-ring on the very end? But I'll show you in a minute. So take this nut off here. That son of a gun was really tough to get off, but take this nut off here. And when you get this off, you're going to find that the O-ring probably comes off with it. But you're going to say, oh, it's not hollow. It's got this plug in the end of it. And that's exactly what it is. It's a plug. So just get yourself a hammer and then a punch. And I'm going to put a punch in here. And it shouldn't take much, but I'm just going to tap out this, this center here. Let's see. Okay, you know the old saying, don't force it, get a bigger hammer. Well, it worked. Wow, that was really tough to get out of there, but there's the little plug that came with it. And then this leaves you now with a 16, DIN 16 to DIN 16. So that'll fit here. But it will not fit your hose because your hose is a DIN 14. So the adapters that came in your kit are right here. So this is a female DIN 16 to a male DIN 14. You just screw that on here like that. And then your hose will now just thread right here on this end here. Now, that means you have this fitting going into this fitting going into this fitting, this fitting going into this fitting. And I'm not going to do this because I have, from my other excavator, I have some DIN 16 to 14 adapters. So we're going to eliminate one connection by just using this. But if you don't have that, I just wanted you to know the kit will work as it's packaged with knocking out that piece and then putting the adapter that they give you on. And then go ahead and thread this on here. And then your hose, you can just feed up here and thread right here onto your thumb. And then that's it. The other side is identical, and you now have your connection here, albeit a little long, and that thumb is now ready for action. Obviously, I have to tighten these bolts up down here. I haven't done that yet, tighten these up. But I'll get to all of that later. Right now, we have other fish to fry with this thing. But this hydraulic thumb is now on the unit. That was a very straightforward thing. So it's nice when one of our fellow members on the group say, this part will fit exactly if you buy it. So this is the Typhoon hydraulic thumb. And I'll put a link to it in the description of this video so you can order this one or whichever other one you want to order. It's up to you, but we know this one fits, so take that for what it's worth. And in my next video, I'm going to be installing the cushion valve along with the swing motor. I'm going to take all the bolts off the swing motor and I'm going to put Nord-Lock washers on those and Loctite, put those back on, and then install the cushion valve. So stay tuned for that. So please like and subscribe and hit the notifications button so you get notified of the next video when I'm doing the next mod on this particular unit. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. This is Jeff. This is the Jeffscavator channel. And are you digging or are you filling?